today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Ready. Clock swap. 43 rail. Ready.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Off to the races. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Tua going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Smoke Monday. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Steelers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, you know, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
560.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Third down.
Black shot.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the break.
On the ready.
On 1st down, Chambers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Smash. Red.
Now Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0.
Steelers 21, Bears nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Turbo 3, kick. Out.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up third down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Hey, 21 here.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
21G, 21G.
Here's Tua. This one swung out to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this one to Pittman. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chicago.
All right, come on. Let's go.
Now Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try the left side. Billingsley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance. That's swung out wide to Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 cycles. Quad red.
On 1st down, Lance. It's caught to Charles. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Lance going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Lance again, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Escapes the defender. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Beckham. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. Washington's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Strickland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tua now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Bears.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he's up to the 24.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Set, ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris running straight ahead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Yellow, line.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
At the Bears.
They'll run again with Harris. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Quick, yellow.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working?
And my goodness, another interception. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end. But right now, they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We got this. Set.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep. So for Pittsburgh, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to start.